Hi everyone, this is Witnet Sprint Review for sprint number 46. Just like every time, we will be giving an update first on the community part of the project, and then we will give you an update on how the software development is going and how we are approaching mainnet, the mainnet release on October 14th, and how we are doing. As every time, you can post your questions on the Slido app. Go to slide.do, and with the code Witnet46, you can enter your questions, and we will be happy to answer them at the end of this video. Thomas?
Yep. So from community outreach point of view this week, this sprint, we've now set up a Russian-speaking Witnet Telegram group. Boot is running that, so go to t.me/RussianWitnet to join that group. There's links in the pinned message in the main chat as well. We're also looking to translate documentation into Mandarin in the coming weeks and months, so please get in touch with me on Telegram if you're interested in helping out with that. We have a Gitcoin bug bounty, which is in final preparations, and it will be going through until 3 months after mainnet. So there'll be a bonus for getting bugs in before mainnet, and then after mainnet, there's 3 months until it will close. So we're also at this final stage where we can, as I said last sprint, we're at the final stage where we can start to initiate integrations. So please get in touch with me if you know of any projects that would be interested in using our Oracle service. So from the testnet incentive program, phase 2, as many of you will probably know by now, the node claiming process is live. So the deadline will be the 30th of September. So you have your 3 weeks to get it finished. There are instructions in a Medium post on our Medium channel and in the main group as well. Get in touch if you have any questions about that. We're also closing the KYC for node operators on the 30th of September as well. So please make sure you finish those. You do it through WeStart. There's a link there. And get in touch again if you're having any issues. As I said in the last slide, we're looking for Mandarin translators and people to help run the community, which we'll be setting up in the coming months. Also, congratulations to Harsh Jain for finding a bug this week. There's still time for phase 2 participants to participate in the bug bounty. All the details are in our Medium.
Adam, you're mute.
Thank you, Luis. In the node, we wanted to release testnet 9.3, which is hopefully the last testnet before the eventual release of the Witnet mainnet on October the 14th. We wanted to also have last review on some ongoing discussions about the protocol, because this is the last opportunity we have for testing some things and making sure that everything is ready for mainnet. Then on Sheikah, the desktop wallet software and also the integrated development environment for creating data requests and sending them to the network, we wanted to fine-tune and test all the claiming process, how people who will get Witnet tokens in the Genesis event will claim the tokens and get those tokens assigned to their Sheikah addresses, and also to make the release for Mac OS. And in other aspects, we needed to update the wallet backend that Sheikah uses to support the new consensus algorithm, and also make the centralized bridge node relay work with superblocks, which is the main feature of the new consensus algorithm.
Okay, the main goals for this sprint in Sheikah were fine-tuning the claiming process flow and publish a macOS release. Regarding the claiming process, we merged the claiming process branch into master and add scripts to build the claiming process and the default flows. And we also add the disclaimers for this flow. On the other hand, we've implemented the loading view to show why Sheikah is being prepared and notifies the user about what is going or what is happening in the background. We've improved the user experience of mint transactions, and the partial results of try data requests have been simplified. And we fixed how we are handling widths as float numbers, and you can introduce fees with decimal part while you are trying to create value transfer transactions. Finally, we have published a release for macOS, but some users have been are having problems running it due to they have installed OpenSLL in their system, and this is a dependency that is needed by the wallet. And Sheikah run it in the background, and we have to try to improve this or find a way to help Mac users.
Okay, in the node, we had some technical discussions regarding minted collateral, a possible solution to the DAS creation, and also the legibility distribution related with the reputation in order to have a linear distribution instead of a exponential distribution. And now you can check in the Block Explorer, and you can check the how is the distribution of the reputation that now I think is more linear, but we can test those days. And also, moreover, the trapezoidal algorithm is based on a ranking distribution, so it is important to sort addresses properly and use a truly random type breaking from cases with equal reputation that is implemented now. And also, we added a limit in the transaction mempool to avoid attacks that reduce the node performance, like using adding many transactions in the mempool. So as Adam said, we release those new features in the testnet, in the new testnet 093. That is, if everything goes well, it will be the last one, and we can be prepared for the mainnet in October. Also was implemented the superblock inclusion proofs that is for using in the bridge, and Gorka will explain better. And under review, we have an important feature that is related with smart retrievals through the process to avoid corrupted associated attacks, where our node could decide not commit if detect a strange or malicious data request to avoid to lose reputation or collaterals. Also, we are working in store superblocks because now we are in memory, and we think that could be good to store in the memory in the storage. Also under review, we have the we have an improvement for the get reputation key method to show all the active reputation set, because now it's showing the total reputation set, and we want to show all the activity nodes that has eligibility but maybe not reputation. And also we detect some bugs related with synchronization in the new testnet, and we have some PRs related to fix them. So yeah, that's all.
Yeah, regarding the bridge, so essentially the first thing we did is just adapt the smart contracts we have to the latest node changes. For instance, the main one were the price fits, because there are some parameters that are no longer available to customize through these requests, and basically we had to adapt those to comply with the latest changes. And then on the biggest part of the sprint, we actually worked on making the bridge work with superblocks, because now we cannot rely on blocks, as this may be reverted. So yeah, the goal was to send only confirmed superblocks. This means that at least 2/3 of the ARs have voted. So basically, now the bridge node receives well, actually is subscribed to superblock subscriptions, and when one is confirmed, it relays it to the block relay. But more important, now we cannot verify with the same Merkle proofs we were actually verifying before, because we need to adapt them to the superblocks. So we utilized we constructed a new Merkle proof, which goes all the way to the superblock Merkle root, and we actually use those to verify transactions happening in Witnet in Ethereum.
Okay, and regarding the wallet, previous slide, yeah. We have to update the synchronization algorithm of the wallet in order to support this new superblock-based consensus. The idea also in the wallet was to have a track of which blocks and transactions of transactional data is pending or is confirmed by a superblock. So we have to do many changes across the wallet code base. Then, similar to what Gorka said, we have also to handle superblock notifications for marking those pending transactional data into confirm. Also notify the clients that are subscribed to the wallet. And also, this also has some other effects, like, for example, in the get transactions methods or get address info, that they have to also to be updated accordingly to return not only the confirmed transactions, but also the pending ones. And finally, during the sprint, we also work in supporting chain reorganizations, meaning like if there's not enough consensus in a superblock and the chain is reverted, then the wallet can recover from that state and continue indexing blocks accordingly. Yeah, as a summary of the sprint, it was a really busy sprint. We have many open fronts, for example, releasing the testnet, and also having a big amount of body of work in the wallet, and so forth. And we have a few issues that we weren't able to cover for the wallet, that were 21 story points. We have also some issues from the wallet in progress that are regarding this block consolidation, that what I said, but it's almost finished. I mean, a PR is coming during the day. And finally, we have a big amount of issues pending, because they need to be reviewed by the whole team in order to be merged. So long story short, we did a lot of work, but our bottleneck is, in this case, in this sprint, the under review pipeline.
So it's demo time. Tomas will be presenting how the Sheikah wallet is looking right now. I'm really excited about it. So I will stop sharing my screen so that Tomas can share.
Okay. Oops. Okay. Now we are going to see a quick demo about how is Sheikah going and what is the current state. Now, as you may know, we already published some releases. The latest one should be working with the 09.3, but unfortunately, latest changes from the wallet couldn't be there. So there are some things that can't be shown. If you want to try the Sheikah, you only have to come here to the Sheikah releases, or we are preparing a web page to download it easily. And you have to choose your system binary and download it. I already have mine here. I have mine here, and I also have a Witnet Node running in the background. So we open Sheikah, and it automatically will download the latest wallet release. It will start running it, and we will see Sheikah when it's ready. And here I already have a created account, and we can create a new one through this path, but I will have to copy the mnemonics, and we are going to import a wallet. As you have seen, I already have some mnemonics here, and I'm going to copy and paste them. We have to choose a password. Oops. And a new wallet is being created. Now, as I have said before, some of the new features that were implemented in the wallet to the latest 09.3 have been where they are not ready in the latest node release. So the synchronization is not working, and we can't create value transfer transactions. Here is the main view of Sheikah, and we can generate addresses, copy them, and if it works, we will we can create a value transfer transaction. For instance, 100 WITs and 10 of, but we don't have funds, and we can see this. And on the other hand, we have here the data request editor, and we can create a new one from scratch, or I already have one created, and here we can see that I have a previous saved template to retrieve the latest Bitcoin hash, and I have chosen 3 APIs, 3 sources, and I want to auto try the data request while I'm composing the data request. So here I will see in real time the results. For instance, the first source retrieved that this is the latest hash, and we also can see this source failed. Okay, and these are the different stages, and the aggregation phase failed due to this source. From here we can export this data request as a JavaScript file to be able to put it in the Witnet Truffle box, or export it as a Sheikah template to use it later. And we can also deploy this template or deploy this data request into the Witnet network, but we can send it because I don't have funds and needs to be implemented. And that is pretty much everything. I encourage you to go to the Witnet repository and download the Sheikah release, try it, and give us feedback. And any feedback will be appreciated. And I will stop share. Okay.
So it's time for questions and answers. Let's see. Okay. I think there's a couple of questions already there. Remember, you can join at slido.com or slide.do. And the code for entering your questions is Witnet46. So first question, have there been many chain breaking bugs reported already? Mario or Gorka, do you want to comment on this?
Maybe we can mention the one found by Harsh Jain, that is not necessarily a chain breaking bug, but it's a nasty one. The thing was like there were, during the synchronization, some batches of the synchronization were not properly stored into the database, so that they cannot be accessed. For example, he was requiring to download some blocks, and the JSON RPC method or call for retrieving that block was returning like block ID not found. And we tracked back why that was happening, and we discovered it was a problem during the synchronization. So, in other words, nodes running from the first epoch, they have the whole complete chain, and new nodes can still synchronize to the blockchain, but it's something that we should at least patch as soon as possible in order to increase the number of nodes that have stored the complete chain. I don't know if you want to add something, Gorka or Thomas.
No, I think that's quite accurate too.
So what's the goal of limiting the size of the transaction mempool? Who's feeling brave to answer?
Okay, the idea of limit the size of the transaction mempool is, for example, if someone creates many of cheap transactions that could not include in a block because the block has a size limit. So this high quantity of transactions could be like occupying space in your RAM. So this reduce your memory footprint. So could be a specific attack. I don't know, to impede not allow your node works properly because it's consuming a lot of RAM or something like that. It will limit this size of the transaction mempool. We can like delay the cheapest one and only have the transaction that we can include in a block, more or less.
Yeah, this is a pretty standard thing in other blockchains as well, just to prevent anyone from abusing the memory of a node and taking the node down. It's basically a denial of service attack. Every single data structure that is stored in memory needs to be limited in size in some way. So it was about time to implement that on the memory pool for transactions. I was talking with respect to the bug bounty program. I guess he's clarifying. Yeah,
we can. There was one reported by Harsh Jain again. That was a denial of service attack. There is a nice Medium article written by him. And in this case, this attack was about exploiting one of the TCP sockets of the node and sending the node a lot of bytes. We already fixed that bug with a pull request that if a message is received that is not according to our schema, our protocol schema, the TCP connection is just closed, mitigating completely the attack. And there is another attack that is in our pipeline sent by Total CPU that is regarding de-anonymizing nodes in the Witnet network. The idea is obvious. If you can control, for example, an API and you can, for example, create a data request, and you know who is sending commits and retrieving data from that API, then you can de-anonymize the IPs of those nodes. And the advanced version of that, for example, attack would be using some API, like, for example, like what'smyip.com, that the data request result is indeed the IP of the node retrieving that data point. So that's the reason why, for example, we were working also in these smart retrievals, like using proxies and ways to de-anonymize the IPs of the nodes. And more probably in the next future, we will also think about implementing or giving the feature of using Tor, like trying to avoid that these kind of attacks can be done. I don't know if Adan or somebody wants to add something.
You explained it very well. When glory and when moon, yeah. Well, mainnet release will take place if everything goes smoothly on October, roughly a month from now, and this really will feel like success because we've been working on this for basically 3 years since we started thinking on the idea of Witnet and creating a decentralized Oracle network and something that could solve the Oracle problem and the availability problem, and came up with this design in late 2017. And it's been a lot of work that we have put in creating this team, in developing the software, in creating the community, and making sure that everything is in place for this system to work just as intended. And thanks for everyone that have been with us along the way. There's a lot of more exciting thing coming after the mainnet release, so I hope we can all share that also. So going back to the slides, it's time for the sprint memes. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, from community.
So these are the community sprint memes. We will be voting them shortly after. There are some more.
Witnet Houston. Mythical.
One of our main stakeholders.
Okay, so these are the contestants. You can vote on your favorite meme at bit.ly/witnet46. I will vote now. Please vote now, and Thomas will announce the winner in half a minute.
Okay, it looks like we have a clear winner. So it is number 2. So congratulations to Yonder Code. You have won the competition this week, and I will get 800 wits sent your way. Congratulations.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
So that's everything from our side for today. Thanks for watching. As I said before, thanks for joining us in this crazy adventure of creating the first truly decentralized Oracle network. Mainnet is around the corner. Many things will change then, because we will have something real to deliver to smart contract developers for them to be able to create new kinds of powerful smart contracts that will be able to access information from the outside in a truly decentralized way. So this will be a very important milestone, not only for Witnet but also for the smart contract space and for the blockchain space, because eventually the promise of smart contracts is going to be able to be fulfilled for the first time, and not with hacky things and with systems that are only decentralized on paper, but in fact they are not. So really excited to share this important moment with everyone in the community. If you have any more questions, suggestions, you want to contribute in any way, please join us on Telegram or Discord. We will be happy to discuss anything. And remember that the testnet incentive program will be running for the part for node operators, will be running until very shortly before the token generation event. We will keep you updated on that. When will the next block counting, probably the final block counting stop happen? And then for all other kind of contributions, like contributing to documentation and so on, it will the program will go on after the mainnet release. And in the coming days we will share you will receive in these days you will receive the instructions on how to claim ownership of your nodes, so that you can tie your the public address of your nodes and all the blocks that you have mined with those nodes and that we have taken account of. You can link that to your participation ID, your WIT ID, so that you can confirm and get your rewards, your tokens written into the Genesis block, into the first block in the Witnet and mainnet chain. So yeah, stay tuned on Telegram and Discord for more updates on this. Thanks everyone.